Hey guys, Chef Anthony here at Dawn's Appliances. I got my boots on, I'm ready to get involved. Can't see, am I doing all right? Tell me all the fantastic products. I keep looking around, I see cooler and cooler stuff. I can't wait to see what magic we're gonna make with this amazing milk here. They have a ton of great recipes, they have a ton of great stories here. We're gonna get it all. Hey guys, Chef Anthony here at Dawn's Appliances. We are at Weatherbury Farms. Guys, this is a certified organic farm. These guys over here are making amazing things. Nigel and his crew, they've been at this farm forever and a day, perfecting their craft, and now they're extending out. They're growing different grains here. There's actually QR codes they can scan, tell you where in the field it was actually grown. Amazing. So they have a ton of great recipes. They have a ton of great stories here. We're gonna get it all. We're gonna get all the info. So, I mean, they're growing it from, grass, soil, water, and sunlight. So they're making amazing things. I'm actually jumping in. I got my boots on. I'm ready to get involved, help them out, and check everything out. So guys, tune in, check out all this amazing stuff. Let's rock and roll and go. All right, guys, so excited here. Nigel from Weatherbury Farms, he's gonna take us through, he's gonna give us, the lay of the land. I like that terminology, so let's talk about it.
We are the fourth owners to own this farm since it was settled. My parents bought the farm in 1986, and then in 1991, we started doing bed and breakfast on the farm, which we did through 2017. In 2007, we started doing grass-fed beef. In 2009, we started growing organic grains. In 2014, we opened our flour mill where we started grinding the grains we grew into flour. And today we're gonna look at the operation.
All right, guys, so excited here, man. Where are we at? Tell us where we're going on.
We are at our flour mill. Behind us is our oats tie roller Gatrata mulin. We bought that in 2011, and we started grinding flour in 2014. It was built in Linz, Austria, by a family that's been building flour mills for 80 years.
What's the capacity on something like this?
For whole wheat, we can grind up to about 80 to 100 pounds an hour. Sifted flour is about 50 to 60.
Amazing work. I mean, think we should get to the grinding? I'll roll my sleeves.
We're gonna grind some whole spelt here, and you'll see how the magic happens.
All right, high up top of the mill here.
Okay, just dump that spelt in.
Dump it in, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Here goes my first time doing this. Woohoo! Okay. All right, I didn't spill one. Did I get like a door prize for that?
Yes.
All right, chef's coming down.
I'll give you a cookie.
Yeah.
You ready to mill some flour?
I'm born ready. Let's do
so
this.
We're gonna push the two green buttons here, start the mill.
And then this will turn the stones.
Once we get the millstone up to speed, we'll close it up.
How cool is that?
So the damsel is shaking there, feeding the grain into the eye of the millstone. The running stone is in the housing here, and the bed stone is on the bottom, and then the flour is going through the sifter and coming out in that first compartment. That's
unbelievable, man. I can already see it grinding through. Look how cool that is. Check that out. Doesn't get fresher than this. All right, you got a plate. I keep staring at it. I don't know. What do we got?
So we have some chocolate chip cookies made with sifted spelt flour. Now this has a tie-in to Dawn's Appliances because I baked this morning in our Gen Air downdraft stove that we got about 10 years ago. And Matt Hildebrand personally delivered it so we would have it the day before Thanksgiving, so we would have it for Thanksgiving.
Matt, what a guy. And now I'm reaping the benefits, Matt. Thanks. That's it. I'm gonna try one of these cookies. Golden brown, delicious. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Oh, boy, is that good. Crispy and chewy, just like I like it. Man, I don't know how you don't eat them all. Excellent. All right, gang, we're in the mill still. We're gonna do some rolled oats. This just blows my mind, man. Check it out. Here on my left is the regular oats, and here's after they come out of the roller. You know what I mean? Once again, all grown here.
What we have here is we have AC Gale hulless oats, so these oats naturally don't have a hull on them, so we don't have to dehull them. We just have to clean out the oats that retain their hull in the harvesting process, which is about 5%. And the roller here used to be a feed grinder. I rebuilt it as an oat roller. So let's roll some oats.
All right,
You ready?
in I go.
Just pour it in.
Just pour it in. Listen to that. It's my first oat roll, gang. This is in the record book.
Oh, you did a good job there.
Future for me yet, you know what I mean? I love this.
Okay, Anthony, let's bag some of these oats you rolled.
That's it.
To take home to your family.
That's it, my first time oat roll. They're gonna love this. We'll make some magic from this. Look how good.
So we'll talk about the labels here. So we have the product label. You can see certified organic. We have our grain tracker, which we'll get to in just a moment. On the back side, we have our recipe for rolled oats. Date, this is today's date, since you rolled it today.
Yeah.
The variety. So let's try out the grain tracker label here.
Yes, let me shoot that. I got my phone here. Oh, here it is. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that.
See, they're right on your phone. You can see all the information about it.
Yep.
Where it was grown, history of the farm, history of the oats.
We're taking this back to the shop for some fun.
There you go.
That's it, look at that. Boom. All right, guys, in the mill, we're talking about pasta, my favorite time of the year. Nigel, I'm gonna send it over to you. Let's talk about it. What do we got going on?
Okay, well, this is a future product that's in the works, coming down, hopefully soon available. But it's going to be spelt pasta. We're going to use the sifted spelt flour. We're going to measure out 500 grams of sifted spelt flour.
You guys at home start writing this down. It's 500 grams. This is the secret recipe.
Yes, it's so secret that if you email it, we'll tell it to you.
On, right?
Yep, then we're going to put ½ teaspoon of salt in there.
½ teaspoon of salt. And then let's do the water to the egg ratio.
Yes.
So this looks like a nice egg. Where'd you guys get it?
Well, that egg came from our chickens yesterday. We're going to crack that, make sure we tear the skill out.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to crack that in here.
Perfect.
We're going to add water to 165 to 170 grams. And we'll just dump that in there. Turn the mixer on for about a minute. And you just want to wait till it gets kind of fairly consistent, like they say a coffee bean look. It normally doesn't look like coffee beans to me, I don't know. But
You know me, it looks like oats to me.
and that should be good there.
Look at that, huh?
Yeah, you can always, you take it and push it together, and if it's sticking good, you know it's good.
What's our next step? Get it all, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna get the beater cleaned off here, set it to the side, and then we're gonna sheet it.
Woohoo!
So our sheeter, it's similar to what you might have at home, a little hand crank deal,
Yeah.
except this is a little bit bigger.
This is it. This is cooking with gas. Let's go to the sheeter. All right, gang, we're here. Let's fire it in. Let's make some sheeted pasta. So.
Okay, so this we could have mixed it on the pasta machine here, except we made a ½ kilo batch, and that's set up for a 10 kilo batch. So that's why we mixed it in the KitchenAid. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna take our pasta dough here. So we're gonna keep sheeting this until it gets to be like the consistency of leather.
So you're 3 folding the dough, right?
3 to 4, yeah. And I turn it 90 degrees. The idea is to try and get nice edges.
You're right.
Okay. So I think we're ready to trim it to size.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna actually roll it one more time once we've trimmed it.
We can make a chair with that, it's so strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a coat.
So let's go trim this up.
Let's go trim it up. All right, got the pasta back on the board. What are we gonna do now? What's our next step? Besides, I'm gonna, like, you didn't see this little piece. I'm gonna try it. Couldn't go wrong.
Well, we're gonna cut it into 4 pieces. Real accurate here.
Highly skilled here, we got this. We're gonna cut this just to put it on the the pasta machine.
Yes, so this is going to be individual sheets of pasta.
What kind of pasta are we gonna make? What kind of pasta are we gonna cut?
Linguine.
Ooh,
Or actually, no, fettuccine.
even better.
Anthony, this is ready to go back to the pasta machine now.
Let's head that way, man. I'm ready.
Okay, well, we're gonna sheet it one more time to get it down to thickness, and then we're gonna cut it into pasta. Now, when we're cutting the pasta, I'll catch it on the dowel, but that's one of the things, there's on days and off days. You know?
You're right.
And luckily they have the tray here for the off days.
Does it feel like an on day?
I hope so. Now we're gonna turn it 90 degrees from how we were sheeting it. And just sheet it through. Get our dowel here. And we got 4 takes for this too. And just come right up. And
Hey, opa, I love it. Yes.
you ready?
How could eat? Yep.
There you go.
Oh, I missed it. Here's the tedious work, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, just sometimes your mind just goes somewhere and you just totally miss it.
You're right. I mean, you think you're right there, but then you feel nothing. It's like, I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how you guys didn't gain 50 pounds, man. I probably ate 12 cookies today, half a pound of pasta. Oh. All right, Nigel, what's behind me?
Well, we're standing in front of our wood-fired bread oven. This is a project that I've been working on now for almost 2 years, very slowly in my spare time, of which I have very little. It is a 4 foot wide by 5.5 foot deep hearth. We have 12 inches of masonry below the hearth and 10 inches above the arch.
So this is going to be a wood fired, right?
It's going to be a black wood-fired oven. That means you have the fire inside the oven. You store the heat in the masonry, you clean the fire out, and the next day you come back and you bake the bread in the oven. It can do, I'm guesstimating 25 loaves per load, and it should do 6 to 8 loaves per bake. We're thinking of, taking our bread from, we grew the grains, we added the flour mill, and now we're adding the bread.
You're right, bringing it full circle.
Exactly. A friend of mine likes to say that he thinks in today's world you need to have the food in a mouth-ready state. So that's where we're working towards.
All right, guys, we're wrapping it up here at Weatherbury Farms, man. We did so many amazing things. We saw the lay of the land, how everything works. We grind some grain, we rolled some oats, we made some pasta, ton of exciting stuff, and I ate about a dozen chocolate chip cookies. So I can't wait to bring this stuff all back, show you what great things we're gonna make with it. All right, guys, back from Weatherbury Farm. Nigel and his dad, his mom, and they did a great job showing us how these grains are milled and all the time and effort they put into it. I have the polenta in my hand. I have the golden polenta in my hand. And guys, this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna make veal with some polenta and a little bit of spinach, making some magic, but like this is the star, man. This is just amazing stuff. I have a quart of chicken stock to a rolling boil, so around 220, okay? I'm gonna add a little bit of butter to this. I wanna season this broth up very well. So just gonna add 2 tablespoons of clarified butter. We're gonna add a pinch of salt to that, okay? A little pinch, okay? Dash of a little truffle oil right in there. Start the flavoring effect. Now we're gonna pour in our polenta. This stuff is great. All right, put it off to the side here. We're just gonna keep stirring this, checking the consistency. We wanna cook that out very nicely. It's gonna take a little while. But it's gonna be perfect. We'll let that go, guys. I'm on my induction burner. I'm taking it from a 9 and 10. I'm bringing it back down to a nice manageable 5 so we don't roll that boil too high. The pan in front of me here, I have the cast iron. I'm gonna crank it up to a 7. I pounded out some veal for you guys. I know, chefs do good. Having a great time, but I'm gonna salt this liberally. Just salt. Got a little bit of butter in our cast iron right here. We're taking our induction up to about a 9. We want to get a great sear on this veal scallopini, okay? Tip for searing, we just go like this. Push it away, don't push it back so it doesn't splatter towards yourself. Scallopini is nice and thin. We want to make sure it doesn't curl up, so we cover that whole surface area. If you have a smaller skillet, you gotta do it 1 or 2 at a time. It's A-okay. That's why we have an extra plate over here. Now this will go about 1 minute on each side, 1.5 minutes on each side, depending on how thick or thin you pounded it out. I do it just like this, nice and easy. Even if it splatters up like this, gang, you can drop it down at just a hair. These guys give us a great bed for our creamy polenta, okay? Put these other 2 on, crank that guy up. Let's talk about a few other additions to this polenta. You know, we have a little sun-dried pesto, okay? 2 tablespoons of that we're gonna put right in here. And you'll see the red in the pesto is really gonna help this golden color come out. So we'll stir that around just a hair, okay? Kind of build that flavor up, all right? Moving this guy forward, ready to flip these 2. Beautiful. You can't go wrong with this. I'll throw the last 2 in, and I'll remove these guys because they're gonna come back to the heat to finish. Crank this up to an 11, and now we're just gonna finish these guys out. Let's look at our polenta. Now it's boiling away. Great texture on this already. Let's get a spoon in there. Let's check for seasoning. Very good. We'll just add a touch of salt. Okay. Clean our board off. Grab these 2. We're gonna flip these next couple pieces of veal. They're probably gonna take another maybe 1.5 minutes on each side. I have 3 tablespoons of Chev little goat cheese. That's gonna go right into our polenta. And now, gang, the induction burner, I have the cast iron on high. We're gonna put the back burner, we're gonna put it down to a low just to melt this cheese in there. Just give it a little bit of a creamy aspect to this polenta. You can use Parmesan, you could use some mozzarella. I find that the goat is just gonna give it a little bit of decadence because it is a coarse ground formula, but it's excellent polenta. Nigel and those guys, they are wizards at this stuff. Perfect. All right. This veal is excellent. We'll take that out right here. And now we'll just use a little bit of spinach here, gang. We're just gonna tear this spinach up and we're just gonna wilt it slightly, okay? You use whatever you want for this. I'm just gonna give it a pinch of salt and maybe 2 tablespoons of this harissa. You can use red sauce, use tomato sauce if you want. I just like a little bit of the harissa just to give it just a little punch and some body, okay? Clean that down, move this around. Looks perfect. We're gonna add our veal back, okay? The spinach and the harissa, just to get it coated in that great look and spinach and everything. Very nice. Beautiful color right now. All right. Nothing left. Add a little bit of tablespoon of clarified butter to this polenta to finish it. This guy is ready to roll, okay? Oh, it smells so good. This looks so good. Let's shut our burners down. All right. A lot went into this organic grain though. This polenta, these guys, you know, they QR code it to each field. They do an amazing job. I hope we did it justice with this dish. Let's plate it up, okay? So, nothing left. We'll clean this board out. I'm gonna put my polenta down as the star of the show, okay? Put it right in the center. This is a family style dish, as you can tell, okay? Give it a spread, just like this. that beautiful or is that beautiful? Okay. Grabbing our veal. Right in between. Check that out. That's amazing looking dish. Finish it with a little bit of fresh Italian parsley. Give it a little bit of fun. And don't forget, a little drizzle of our truffle oil. All right, made me one hungry chef officially, so I'm gonna jump right in. I gotta try the polenta first. These guys do such great work. It's like my grandmother used to make. 100% just like my grandmother used to make. Great texture on it, creamy. Just the color alone, texture. Nigel, I owe you one for this because I'm never going back to anything else. Try a piece of the veal, even though I'm eating all the polenta. Let's check this out. Oh, it's tender. This is a winner of a dish. Amazing. Once again, Weatherbury Farms, guys, the polenta, unreal. Thank you for everything. This is a keeper.